Okay, so today I'm going to be discussing the Epicurean paradox. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's a good paradox. I mean, it's a great question. I do admit I did believe in this at a certain time, so that's why I feel like I'm qualified to talk about it. So it kind of goes like this. Either God is not all powerful or God is not all good because he allows suffering. The problem with this paradox is, well, first of all, let's expand it a little bit. Let's examine the full argument. So the argument is, okay, because God allows for death, suffering, pain in the world, he is either not all good because he allows it, or he's not all powerful because he can't stop it. The reason that this paradox is flawed is because it misunderstands the will of God. Probably not intentionally, but it is certainly the case. So first of all, if I ask the question, hey, what steps are you looking for all war to stop, or for there to be world peace? Not a lot of people, especially atheists, would have an answer to that question that's like a step-by-step process. If they do, it has something to do with the unity of mankind. And it's like, well, that's ironic, isn't it? But why does God allowing suffering make him non-benevolent? And by the way, what has us convinced that he's allowing the suffering? What do you want to actually happen? Like logically, like common sense, think about it. Like, do you want like the cancer cells to be plucked from people? Do you want the bullets to stop firing midair like the Matrix and just fall to the ground in Gaza? It's like, what are you actually asking for? Because you're not getting eternal life. You're gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. We've all been dying since the beginning of life. And honestly, that's part of what makes life beautiful. It's like you wouldn't appreciate life much if there wasn't death, by the way. That's how that works. It's like you have to have an absence of something to appreciate when it is there. And that's why that, like, there is that dichotomy between good and evil, is because there is evil. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do you actually want? Because you're not getting a world in which people don't die. And so let's say we did. Let's say the perfect world existed, and it's like, okay, nobody dies anymore. Would that even be desirable? We don't know. But either way, that's not how it works. Okay, let's take it a step back. Let's say people die of old age, natural causes. It's still painful to be old, by the way. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's like it's not like the greatest existence ever, being elderly. You know what I mean? At a certain point, all your friends are fucking dead. And it's like, well, when am I going? Also, the perfect life to death ratio, like the perfect fertility ratio, would have to be maintained at all times for eternity, or else society would collapse. Because think about it. People are all dying at the same rate. People are all being born at the same rate. Nobody's dying in car accidents, wars, in this hypothetical scenario, which means that this ratio has to be perfect at all times. It's like, and then the argument is, well, if God's so perfect, why can't he do that? It's because, dude, like, God's not unnatural. He's a natural being. That what you're asking for is unnatural. So it's impossible, because it isn't in the will of God. The will of God is natural, all things natural. And so the question of, like, why do people suffer? It's like, well, you got to be more specific. Because even if, like, all pain or suffering was taken away, people would still complain about headaches, traffic, shit like that. You just can't fucking please people, man. So is the question, why does suffering exist? Is that actually even the question? And it's like, well, what is even suffering? Because there are people that are paralyzed that are thriving. There's people that have gone through things that if they hadn't, they wouldn't be who they are today. And those things were terrible at the time. Terrible things. But those events shaped them into who they are. And of course, there's some people that go through terrible things that obviously Children die. I mean, that happens. But asking for this, the cease and desist of all death and suffering is impossible. It's not as if like God isn't an all-powerful being. He's powerful in the sense that he has all natural power. But what you're asking for is something that is unnatural. It's just the truth. So that's personally my counter argument to that paradox.